Hi guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing another school related video, back to school content, and that is things you need for your college dorm. Now, this is my first year living in college and I'm so excited because I'm going to be a senior and I made a whole list of everything I feel like you need to bring to school when you're dorming at college. Now, with all that being said, I don't want to take too long with the intro, so there's going to be timestamps down below. Be sure to subscribe. I'll be having a giveaway coming up soon, and with all that being said, let's get into the video. So I have a whole list of everything that I feel like we need, and I split it up into categories. So I have bedding, bathroom, kitchen, closet, laundry, electronics, decor, school supplies, and miscellaneous. So with all that being said, I'm just going to quickly, as fast as I could, go through everything, starting with bedding. So starting with bedding, I have twin XL sheets. Now this depends on the school you're going to because it depends on the requirements of the bed at your school. But for my school, which is Seton Hall University, it is twin XL. Usually colleges do have twin XL beds. Some are different though, so definitely check with your school before actually getting them, but definitely get a pair of sheets. Next, you need a pillow and pillow cases. The one thing I will say about pillows is not to get too many. I talked to a lot of my friends and they said that having too many pillows can actually like crowd up your bed since it's not that big. So I think I'll probably only take one or two, maybe three. Next, I have mattress pad slash mattress topper. This is so important, probably one of the main things you need for bedding, and you should also make sure it's soft just because sometimes the bed is not as soft as you would like it to be. Some colleges also require you to get mattresses. Mine actually doesn't, but I know some do, so definitely check with your school and make sure that you don't need one. Next, I have a comforter. So for comforters, obviously, especially in the winter, I obviously want to have a soft one, so that's what I'm going to be looking for. Next, I have extra blankets. I feel like that's just a must, whether you're cold or just like to be cozy at night. I will definitely have extra blankets and feel like it's a definite need. Next, I have curtains. I don't know if my dorm is actually coming with curtains, but I kind of want to make it to my aesthetic, so I'm going to bring curtains as well. I have a personal fan if it gets hot at night and the air conditioning isn't the best or isn't working, or I just want it to be cooler and I only want it to be on me since I am sharing a room with my best friend. I think it's important to also bring a personal fan. Then I have a seated pillow. If anyone knows those like pillows that are like a seat and you kind of like sit in it like a chair to work with your laptop and do schoolwork and study on and read, I think that's really important as well. Or even to watch TV, I think it's a nice soft pillow to have. And the last thing I have for bedding is extra sheets. I just think it's really important to have that just in case your sheets are in the wash or something like that. All right, next, moving along to kitchen. Now for kitchen, I know that a lot of people probably won't have this. Some people have apartment style dorms, which is what I have, and some people have a regular dorm, which doesn't really come with a kitchen. But if you are in a dorm, I feel like you still could use some of these things, so keep that in mind. First, I have an espresso or a coffee maker. That's for all my coffee lovers. If you guys like coffee, it will save you a lot of money instead of spending lots of money on Dunkin' and Starbucks every day. Next, I have reusable plates, bowls, and utensils such as silverware. Now, I don't know how many you should bring. It kind of depends on how many you are personally going to use. For me, I have about like 5 plates, a couple forks and spoons, and then about 2 bowls, and then about like a couple cups and mugs and stuff like that. Next, I have snacks. I will need snacks when I'm in college, so I am definitely going to stock up on those, as well as gum. I feel like that's just a necessity, at least for me. Next, I have a kettle. I like having tea and I just want to have one just because I feel like it would be nice to make tea at home. Next, I have paper towels. You will need probably a lot of paper towels, so maybe ask your roommates how much paper towels you should personally bring and then how much they should bring and kind of like make it even. Next, I have a Brita or a water bottle. Obviously, a lot of college students are going to want filtered water, so I think it's really important to have a Brita, especially because I like to work out a lot and it's so important to have water. Definitely, in my opinion, important to have a Brita. Next, I have a paper towel holder. You don't necessarily need this, but I think it would be really convenient if you had it, just because I feel like it's a lot easier to have something to hold it to keep it organized. Next, I have chip clips. I love chips. I'm such like a big fan of chips, so I just felt like that was necessary. Next, I have mugs, you know, for coffee, stuff like that. Next, I have an ice cube tray. If you're going to have a mini fridge, this is really important so you can make iced coffee, make ice water, or just like some like juice or stuff with ice in it. Next, I have a mini fridge. Obviously, this is optional, but I do think it's important just so you can keep your stuff cold. Next I have dish soap. Obviously you're gonna have a sink, and if you're going to have plates and stuff like that, you should obviously have some dish soap just in case so you can like wash it, and then obviously you need a sponge to wash the plates as well. And the last thing I have is storage containers for food. Now obviously this is only if you have more of like a kitchenette, but I feel like it's really important, and if you do have stuff where you want to put your snacks in and stuff like that, obviously storage for food like Tupperwares and containers would be really important. Next I have laundry. So for laundry I only have a few things. First of all, you need a laundry bag or a laundry hamper. That's probably the most important thing because the laundry obviously doesn't go in your room. You have to like take it to the laundry place in the dorm. So that's obviously a little annoying, not the most convenient, but not the worst if you have a good quality bag. Next I have laundry detergent. Obviously you're going to need that. Next I have a steamer. Not that important, but just in case your clothes get wrinkled, I think it's somewhat important to have depending on how much you go out and how much you care about your clothes being wrinkly or not. Next I have dryer sheets. Obviously if you're gonna dry your clothes, you need to have some dryer sheets. I mean, I guess you could do it without, but to avoid like static and stuff, I think that's the best way to avoid it. Next we are moving on to bathroom. So for bathroom, I have a bathrobe. I don't know why, I think that's very important, especially when you're walking between the dorm and the bathroom, especially if you don't have a bathroom connected to your dorm. If you do have a bathroom connected to your dorm, this is going to be easier, but I feel like you still need these things as well. Next I have towels. So you should have bath towels, hand towels, and washcloths in my opinion. I think all of those are really important, and having different towels will also be really good for you just because you don't have to use a big towel to wash your hands or your face at night. Next I have a bath mat, you know, just to keep the floor clean and everything. That's really only if you are not sharing a bathroom with a lot of people. If it's just like with you and your roommates, I would recommend that. Next I have a garbage can, obviously very important so you could throw stuff out. Next I have a toothbrush holder. The next thing I have is toilet paper and lots of toilet paper. This is like the paper towel part of it again. Paper towels are a necessity and so is toilet paper. Make sure you are splitting it up with your roommates. Get a lot because you will run out fast. Next I have the necessities: shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and a loofah. This is just all stuff that I feel like is so simple but so many people forget in the moment because we're thinking about the bigger picture, so I just wanted to include it in here as well. Next I have lotion or cream to stay hydrated and keep your skin looking amazing. Next I have toothbrush and mouthwash, you know, just more necessities that we are going to need. Next I have a towel rack. Now you can get one that goes on the back of your door or one that goes above the toilet, stuff like that, to kind of save storage as well. Next I have storage. So you obviously want to have a lot of like bins and containers to store things in to keep it very organized. Next I have cleaning products, whether it be bathroom cleaning products or kitchen or just regular cleaning products. Make sure you get some of those as well to keep everything clean and neat. Next I have skincare and Vaseline. Now everyone loves lip gloss, everyone loves makeup, but make sure you are also taking care of your skin, washing your face, you know, putting on your moisturizers and putting on Vaseline. Can't stress that enough, especially in the wintertime. That's at least my opinion on it. I feel like so many people forget to bring Vaseline versus lip gloss, so just remember to bring that. Next I have makeup. Obviously this is only if you want to bring it, but if you're someone who likes makeup, don't forget your makeup. But you're beautiful just the way you are. Remember that you don't need makeup. Next I have deodorant. Not much to say on that. Then I have lip gloss. Tissues. Tissues are important. I feel like a lot of people forget that as well, and then they're just in their dorm one night and need tissues and have to use toilet paper. Obviously that's fine, but I think it's nice to have soft tissues as well. Next I have a shower caddy. This is really cool because it's really good to just keep your stuff organized in a section of your bathroom if you are lucky enough to have one with just your roommates. The next thing I have is shower shoes. Now I would recommend this more if you're sharing a bathroom with people. If you're not sharing a bathroom with people other than your roommates, I wouldn't say it's necessary if you guys are close friends or if you don't mind, just because you are able to clean your own shower and you know that other people aren't necessarily using it that you don't know, but totally up to you. Everyone has their own preferences. Next I have hand soap, just something you need for the bathroom obviously. Next I have shaving stuff. You guys know what I mean by that. Just make sure you have everything that you would need. And the last thing I have is pads. Trust me, you're gonna run out, so get whatever you use and make sure you have a lot of them. Next we're gonna move on to closet. So for closet I have clothing hangers. Obviously we're gonna need a lot depending on how many clothes you're bringing. Something I would recommend is bring your clothes by season if possible. What I mean by this is if you're dorming and it's the fall, only bring your fall and winter clothes and leave your summer clothes at home unless you live out of state or not close to your college. If you do live out of state, then obviously bring whatever you need to if you're not gonna go home. But if you're going home for break or something, I would recommend only bringing some summer clothes unless you're going to like a hot school. Just because if you're coming up north and it's cold in the fall and winter, it will save you a lot of space if you decide to just bring a lot of fall and winter clothes that will keep you warm, and just a very small amount of summer clothes that you can swap when you go home for break. But again, that's only if it is possible. If it's not, then make sure you bring everything. Next, I have a shoe rack. This is again to make sure everything is organized and neat and, you know, in a place where you could find it easily. Next, I have organization. So you want bins, drawers, baskets to organize more stuff, everything like that to stay super duper organized. Next, I have sweatshirts. No matter the time of year, I think it's just always important to have at least 1 or 2 sweatshirts because you don't know if it's gonna be cold or not, especially in the summer. Even in the spring, it could be really cold, have a rainy day, something like that. So make sure you at least have a sweatshirt or a jacket. Next, I have a jewelry hanger slash organizer. This is important so you don't lose your stuff. You can also have like nail polish and nail stuff in your closet as well. Next, I have slippers. Slippers are just so important. I know some people don't like them, but in the wintertime, I think they're so nice, so I personally want them. Moving on to electronics. So for electronics, I have printer on here. Before anyone says anything, I want to explain. So if your school has a printer, I do not advise that you bring a printer. However, if your school doesn't have a printer, then I advise that you bring a printer, maybe split it with your roommates. Just know beforehand and ask your school before going. Next, I have power strips. Obviously, you're going to need a lot of outlets, so make sure you bring a power strip. Next, I have a speaker. Now, I don't necessarily mean for the dorm room unless you're gonna play music very low, depending on if your college allows it or not. However, I do mean you should bring a speaker if you're going to exercise outside, or if you wanna like sit on the grass or have a picnic one day, go out with your friends where music is allowed. That would be really cool as well. Next, I have a long charging cord. Probably a 10-foot one would be the ideal charging cord that you should get. Next, I have AirPods or headphones. Whichever type of headphones you have, I would definitely recommend bringing, especially because you're going to need them for some classes, at least at my college you do. Next, I have a Roku TV. Obviously, this is only if your school provides you a TV or you're planning on buying one and bringing one with your roommates, but this is something that I think will definitely help if you have one. The last thing I have on here is blue light glasses. Now, this isn't a need, but since college is a lot of computer stuff, I would really recommend thinking about getting blue light glasses, because what they do is they basically protect your eyes from the computer screen and kind of like help you see better, in my opinion. So I personally really like them and I would recommend them. Again, not a need, but just something I would recommend. Next, we're gonna move on to decor. So I would say to get LED lights. However, I will say right now that the LED lights I have on my wall right here did rip the paint off. So please be cautious about that if you're going to get them for your dorm, because if you do rip the paint off the wall of the dorm, I'm sure it's gonna cost a lot of money, so keep that in mind. However, I would recommend fairy lights because you could tape them on the wall with removable poster tape. That's what I did when I went to my friend's house, and also in my room over here when I used to have them on my wall, and it worked perfectly. So removable poster tape is something that's really important to have as well if you're gonna hang things. Next, I have a makeup organizer, just something I thought that was important that could keep you organized. Next, I have pictures. Next, I have non-hanging decorations. I'm not really sure what this could entail. Maybe like plants or something like that I think would be cute as well. Next, I have a tapestry. Next, I have a full body mirror. I don't know why, just really think that's a necessity to have. Next, I have greenery. So you can have like those fake vine leaves or plants or something like that would be really cute as well, depending on the aesthetic. Next, I have curtains again, but like droopy curtains, kind of like fashionable. And then only if you want, you could get a rug to stay warm and cozy and add something to the room. Next, we're going to move on to school supplies. So I'm gonna go through this really fast because I think that some of this is necessary. So I have backpack. Obviously, you're gonna need a backpack to travel and go around campus. Next, I have a lamp for your desk. Next, I have a computer. You're going to need a computer in college. Some colleges give you one. My college personally did. Some colleges don't. Next, I have computer paper slash graph paper slash line paper. Next, I have a desk organizer to keep your desk really organized. Next, I have a file folder and an external hard drive. Now, if you're going to use an external hard drive, especially if you're a YouTuber, I recommend getting one. It helps keep all your files on it, especially with editing in school. You can like make folders and make it really pretty and organized. Next, I have sticky notes and paper clips. Sticky notes are literally my best friend in college, so I just need them. Next, I have a planner. Planners are also my best friend. So helpful because then I know exactly what I need to do and when it's due. Next, I have notebooks, whiteout, pens, pencils, laptop stand, lap desk, tape, staplers, scissors, folders, and binders. Now again, those are all things that I feel like are very obvious, but that we can forget. So that's why I did decide to include it. Moving on to miscellaneous. So for miscellaneous, I have snow boots. I feel like that's overlooked a lot, especially if you're going to be up north or somewhere cold. Definitely bring snow boots. Also bring rain boots, an umbrella, and a rain jacket. Those things you will need. Next, I have a vacuum just to keep everything clean and not dusty. Next, you can bring a flashlight. I would suggest that just in case the power goes out or something like that. Next, I have a first aid kit because safety always comes first. Batteries are really important as well, especially like for the flashlight or for just random things you might need batteries for. Next, I have a mini toolkit. I feel like it's important just to have that just in case anything breaks. Next, we have command hooks, removable poster tape, and reusable shopping bags. Those three things are really important, especially the command hooks, but be careful when you're taking them off the wall. I'm gonna say it right now. Next, I have a disposable camera. I think that would be so cute for memories, so I'm personally going to bring it, especially for my senior year. Next, I have a Tide stick. I stain things all the time, so I just thought that was important. Next, we have a yoga mat. I go to the gym a lot, and also I feel like it would be fun to do yoga sometimes outside on the grass on nice spring days or summer days or fall days, so I wanted to bring that as well. Next, we have trash bags, more command strips. Those are different than command hooks. Next, I have an air purifier. Again, not something you need, but I would recommend it. The next thing I have is a card holder for your phone. So there's a little card holder wallet that you can keep your school ID in and credit cards in. I recommend that. Next, I have a broom, important as well, just to stay tidy. Next, I have air fresheners. Just make sure you check with your roommate that it's okay based on the scent you're gonna get and everything like that. And the last thing I have is an extra bag. With all that being said, that's everything I have on my list. Please comment down below if I missed anything because we could help each other out. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content from me. It's 100 degrees right now in my town and I am sweating filming this video, even though I am lucky to be in air conditioning, so I'm going to go jump in a pool. With all that being said, I will see you guys in my next video, probably more back to school content and a back to school giveaway coming soon, so stay tuned for that. I will have my college dorm video linked down below that I just did a week ago, so be sure to go check that out. Thank you guys again for watching. Comment the most important thing you think you should bring to school down below, and I will see you guys in my next video sometime soon. Bye guys.